I want to talk about the NBA basketball specifically. Me and my friends Bobby and John were talking today about things that the NBA could do better to fix. I need you to wait to play Until Dawn for like 15 minutes. Oh, I got you, man. I'm going to talk for a little bit anyway. I'm going to talk for probably at least 15, 30 minutes for sure. And then I'll play Until Dawn. So, this is a message to Adam Silver and all of the heads of the NBA. I, personally, am about to give you all advice of how to completely fix your league. Because your viewership keeps dropping. Your popularity keeps dropping. Your league is dying quick. And you need to change something. And I'm about to give you free advice. You can take all my advice for free. You don't have to give me any type of credit or nothing. You don't have to use my name. Just if you implement these things, I promise you the NBA will change for the better. McCue, I'm not a basketball guy. I'm more of an NFL guy. Speaking of that, here's the first thing that we're going to change in the NBA chat. Adam Silver, listen up. The NBA currently has 30 teams. You need to change that to 32. Okay? 32 teams. So that means you need to add 2 teams. One in the Eastern Conference, one in the Western Conference. Okay? So now there are 16 teams in each conference, right? So, here's the thing we're changing. You're adding 2 teams, so you have 16 teams each conference. So now we're going to completely change the playoff bracket. Because as of right now, how the playoffs sit, it's the top 10 teams make the playoffs. The top 8 are in the regular playoffs. And then 9 and 10. Or no. How is it? Is it 7, 8, 9, 10 that play like the play-in tournament thing? You got to get rid of that. That's garbage. Straight garbage. Okay, chat, let me pull up real quick NBA divisions. Okay, so this is on ESPN. We are going to pull up the NBA divisions. Oh my gosh, this view is disgusting. And I don't like how bright it is, but it's okay. Okay, so let me make this to where y'all can actually see it. Okay. Just like that. Ooh, can I scoot this over a little bit? Just like that. Okay, so.
Y'all always wear the cheeseheads in the Packers fan base because it's a sign y'all stink?
Nah, we cheeseheads out here, bro. We cheeseheads. Okay. So as it sits right now, there are 30 teams in the NBA. There are 15 teams in each conference. And then those conferences are split up into 3 divisions. There's 5 teams in each division. So the Eastern Conference, you got the Atlantic, Central, Southeast. In the Western, you got the Northwest, Pacific, Southwest. I don't know who came up with those names for the division. That's great. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add 1 team each to each conference, and then we're going to split these divisions up into 4 for each conference and have 4 teams in each division. Okay? Now, for the playoffs, we are literally going to copy the NFL. So we're going to have 4 divisions of 4 teams. The playoffs are going to consist of the number 1 team of each division and then 3 wild card teams. So the next teams that have the best record will be the wild card, and the number 1 seeded team in that conference will get a bye week. Yep. No, that's not copyright infringement. That's just the way it's set up a playoff. That's not like the NFL owns that way of the playoff. They could easily do it. Because here's the deal. We have 10 teams. Right now, there are 30 teams in the NBA. 10 teams from each conference make the NBA playoffs. That means 66% of the teams that are playing make the playoffs. So you don't even have to be in the top half of the league to make your playoffs? That literally doesn't make any sense. So you're literally having these, they're literally pointless. They have these number 1 teams play like 8, 9, 10. And dude, there's literally no point of playing. There's no point of playing them. So here's what you do. So like, let's just use these three for example. You would have the New York Knicks, the Detroit Pistons, and the Miami Heat. Those would be your first three teams. Okay, then let's pick the next three, right? So just looking down here, it looks like Boston would be in. It looks like Cleveland would be in, and Toronto. Right there. But if you look at here, Orlando has a spot, Atlanta has a spot, Chicago has a spot, Philadelphia has a spot. Bro, ain't nobody want to watch garbage teams, bro. Dude, Atlanta has a losing record and they would make the playoffs. It doesn't make any sense. All right, see you, L. I appreciate you, bro. You have a fever of 102, bro. Take some Tylenol. Take something. Take some Tylenol, man. And drink some water, bro. Every stream till March? I got you, bro. Every stream till March. All right. Okay, so there's what you're going to do. You're going to have 16 teams, 4 divisions. Number 1 team from each division, plus 3 wild cards. Number 1 team gets a bye week. Bam. There you go. Okay, next. First round. So, like the first round, but like the wild card rounds. First round, it's a best of 5. It's a best of 5 series. Okay? The next round after that, which we can call the divisional round because that's what the NFL does, right? That's what they do. That's best. We'll do best of 7 there. So we'll do best of 5 in the first, best of 7 all the way through. Okay? Okay. There you go. There's fix number 1. All right? Literally changing all of that will make the NBA... Get rid of the in-season tournament. Get rid of the in-season tournament. That is the most garbage thing. Not a single person who watches the NBA cares about the in-season tournament. The in-season tournament's been around, what, 2 or 3 seasons? I couldn't even tell you who won the in-season tournament ever since it started. The in-season tournament is garbage. Ain't no one want to watch that. Okay? Next fix literally just has to do with the rules of the NBA. Next fix of the rules. We need to implement more aggressive defenses that are allowed. All this like, oh, you can't touch offensive players, all these free throws, everyone's flopping. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Let players actually play defense, bro. All these players today are baby poo soft because the second someone breathes on them, they go, oh my God, it's a foul. Oh my God, I need my free throws. And they cry at the ref. Bro, y'all are soft. Soft, man. Dude, I'm so sick and tired of seeing grown men get barely tapped going in for a layup and then laying on the ground for 5 minutes pretending like they're hurt, bro. It is so annoying. It's ridiculous, dude. It's correct, dude. Insane. Just let players play defense. Let players play defense. That's all we need. Okay. Next. And this has to do with more offensive stuff. We need to actually start calling travels and carries in the NBA. We need to stop with all of these just oh, dude, this is a gather step to a pro hop to a no. We done. We done with all that, bro. And dude, I see NBA players all the time literally do a crossover move. Hold up, I got a basketball. How many times have y'all seen an NBA player literally do a crossover and they literally bring the ball all the way here and then bring it over? That's a carry! You cannot put your hand completely underneath the ball. That is a carry. You have therefore picked up the ball. Now, if you bring it up like Allen Iverson did back in the day, where he crossed it up like this, and like that, okay. But if you literally cross and go, oh, I'm all the way over here, and then bring it back, that's a carry. We need to start calling this stuff, bro. It's garbage, man. I'm so sick and tired of it. And dude, do not even get me started about a gather step. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Dude, okay. This thing, where, hold up. I will pull up an example of it. Is it a gap? It literally, this used to be a travel. The step through is not a travel. Okay, this is literally FIBA basketball? Let's see. Why LeBron James is literally 6'8" and he's up here trying to be like prime Allen Iverson being a point guard blows my mind. LeBron, go play your position, bro. Okay, now did you see that? Oh, you can't see it. My bad. My bad. Okay, did you see that? I'm gonna rewind it and so y'all can actually see it. I'm very sorry. So LeBron actually bullies Dennis Schroeder right here. Okay, right here, LeBron's pivot foot is his left foot. Okay. So once this pivot foot goes up in the air, okay, you have to be shooting the ball, right? Because if you have a pivot foot and you jump up to shoot, then you're shooting. That's perfectly fine. But hold on. He went up for the shot. That's not a travel, okay? Or passing. Yep. Okay, this is a way older video. This is probably like 2012, 14, probably. Okay, did you see that? That wasn't a travel. That was not a travel because what he did, hold up, right here, stop. His pivot foot is his right foot, right? So he's going to step, he's going to fake, he's going to go right, but he jumps and shoots the ball. Watch. You see how it immediately shoots the ball, okay? Okay, now, give me some modern NBA. Here we go. I guarantee you I find a travel in here. Okay, here's SGA. Went up for the shot. He jumped perfectly fine. That one was fine. What I have a problem with, that's FIB. That I have a problem with. Hold up. Let me get a closer look. Hold up. Okay. Established. Dude, this is so hard to judge. This is so hard to judge because here's my main point. Okay, hold up. I know y'all can't see my feet. Okay, I'm sorry the camera doesn't go down that far. But let's just say I'm here with the ball, right? I'm chilling with the ball. Let's say my right foot is my pivot foot, right? I already picked up my dribble. I can't dribble anymore, so I either have to shoot or pass the ball. I'm fine with you jumping up, both your feet leaving. But what I think is a travel, which is so garbage, is where people do this. They completely step with their left foot, pick up their pivot foot, and then shoot the ball. That is a travel all day long because you are literally picking up your pivot, your established pivot foot, and you go through. Nah, dude, that's a travel. Dude, I'm sorry. That's a travel. That is a travel all day long. I do not care. You cannot make a full other step. You cannot. That is a travel. Dude, you're saying a step through. What is that? You can pick up the foot before the ball leaves your hand before it comes back down. But dude, people don't do that. People literally don't do that. People literally go here, step through, and then go up with the shot. You see what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's so hard to explain. Like, I see kids do this all the time. They literally go here, step through, and then go up with the shot. That's a travel. You see what I'm saying? But, like, I'm cool with, like, you taking a step and then you jumping up and immediately going up for a shot. But if you take a step, pick up that pivot foot, and plant again, like, what are we doing? Like, what's the point of a pivot foot anymore, dude? Like, man. And, dude, don't even get me started on the travels, dude. Like, forget the whole gather step and everything. Can we just look at a compilation? This was 2 years ago. This is an old video. Nah, I want like literally 2025. Let's see. Like, bro. Dude. I like how he calls Carmelo Anthony this guy. Brother, do not disrespect Melo like that ever again. Like, dude, like, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's a travel all day long. This step back that James Harden started back when he was on the Rockets is a travel all day long. And now you got all these dumb kids doing it. Bro, please explain to me how this is not a travel. Please explain. Or you get a gather step. Oh, yeah, you get... Yeah, one. You get one. After you pick up your dribble, you get one. Let's see. Okay, picks up his dribble. He already took a step. See this foot? He already planted off. So now he's got one. There's two. Let's rewind a little bit. Picked up the dribble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my Lord, dude. Listen. At the bottom line, dude, the refs are garbage. They make the worst calls. They make the NBA so unwatchable. It's not even funny. The referees might be the worst part of the NBA right now. You don't think they fully grab the ball during the step back? So here's my thing. If you stop dribbling, then therefore your okay, so how many steps are you allowed to take between dribbles? That's got to be a rule somewhere, right? NBA rule. How many steps can you take between dribbles? Okay, this is a rule. Hold up. In the NBA, a player may take unlimited steps while actively dribbling the ball. Really? Really? That's kind of a crazy rule. Once a player determines their dribble, the gather, they're allowed a maximum of 2 steps to come to a stop, pass, or shoot. Okay, let's watch this random TikTok. Hold up. Let's watch this random TikTok. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me see. Now, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What up, Luke? What up, Peyton? What up, y'all? Here's the thing that I don't understand. He low-key carried the ball. Hold up, wait. Dude, carrying so hard. Dude, it's so hard to call a carry when players literally, because that dude literally, he crossed over, he went here, but when he went here, he cocked it back even more. He low-key carried the ball a little bit. Like, literally low-key carried a little bit. Imagine having one chance with player moving at full speed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying being a referee is hard, but like in the NBA, there are so many blatant calls that they don't call. It's not even funny. Like, we could call them all day long. Now, I will say that, like, on this one, he didn't travel. Do I think he carried a little bit? Close. Probably not, but I'll say close. You know what I mean? Oh, travel. Man, play defense, move your feet. I don't know what to tell you, bro. See, I would argue like 50-50, Nick. I'd agree with you. Like, it was probably clean, but I just... See, dude, dude, this is tough. Remember when we played basketball at the Career Center? Some of the best games ever, bro. Games at the Career Center were literally better than this year's NBA Finals, for real, bro. For real. You can't hear the video? Why can't you hear the video? Hold up. Properties, defaults. Why can't y'all hear that? Hold the phone. Display cap, yep. Desktop audio properties. Oh, why did it do that? Hold up. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, what did I do? I broke it. Okay, let's see if y'all can hear it now.
That's break.
There you go. Now you can hear it. Dude, here's my thing, man. They make so many rules catering to offense and letting them get away with more and more and more things. Because in the eyes of like Adam Silver in the NBA, offense is what's entertaining to the viewer. But that's not true. We want to see competitive, physical basketball. Now, we don't want players to get hurt, but we actually want to see some competition out there, bro. Like, today's basketball is literally five player out. You have maybe one player that's in the post. Drive and kick. Someone shoots a three. Or drive and kick, pump fake, drive to the lane. And you have the occasional pick and roll. That's literally NBA offense in a nutshell. And it's garbage. If the NBA actually allowed players to play defense, I ain't saying like completely hacking people, but dude, y'all cannot admit y'all cannot deny the fact that today's NBA is soft. Baby poo soft. Like, dude, I was listening to an interview with Kevin Garnett, and they literally talked about like how players today, practice and training for them is literally like nothing compared to what players did even like 15, 20 years ago. Like, players today, most of them have a one-on-one trainer and they do specialized training the entire time. Yeah, you have team practices, but most of those team practices, those players have individual trainers and they train 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour a day. Kevin Garnett talked about the Celtics would literally play 5-on-5, full game speed every single day for hours. Like, that is how you get like way better at basketball. You play game speed. And then you want to, oh, dude, these players are injured all the time. It's because you ain't practicing. Bro, how do you expect to practice a few times a week, 30, 45 minutes, and then try to play a full speed game for a 2-hour game full speed and expect not to get injured? Bro, you have to prepare your body. That's why there's such a huge separation with elite players nowadays. They put in work. Dude, I don't... Like, there are very few players that, like, really put in work. Like, really put in work, dude. Exactly, and they're the best. But that just means the competition's not as good. Let me ask you this. Do you think whoever in the NBA, do you think the hardest working player in the NBA today worked harder than the hardest working player than Kobe did in the 2000s? So yeah, the competition's weaker. Like, players don't want to train. Dude, players don't even want to play. Let's talk about the next biggest thing. Load management. Oh, dude. Adam Silver, thank you for allowing load management and you multi-million-dollar players to sit on your butt and not do anything. I don't think the season should be 58 games. I think it should be 82 games. Let's be honest. Let's be real honest here. They're paying NBA players so much money to play a game. Let's be for real. How many NBA players out there would rather play an 82 game season, go to practice, play an 82 game season for millions of dollars, or go do construction? Hey boss, I need to take a day off for load management. Brother, what? You play basketball, brother. Mikal Bridges has never missed a game. Shout out Mikal Bridges for being one of the only people that actually genuinely looks like he wants to play basketball. You don't think the players decide that? Oh, I think they do. I 100% think they do. And by the way, if they don't, and if it's like the coaches and the training staff saying, oh yeah, we need load management for our players, then shame on those coaches and trainers. For real. Because if we put this in perspective, the NBA is a professional entertainment basketball league where they charge several hundred, if not thousands of dollars for tickets to go watch their games. There are families that literally once in a lifetime have the opportunity to save up money to go to an NBA game, to go see their favorite team and favorite players, and then they go there and their favorite player's not playing because load management. What a crock up, bro. What a absolute pile of garbage. Yo, what's up, American croissant? What up? What a pile of garbage, dude. Imagine being an NBA player who's like perfectly healthy. Oh, I'm sore. I'm a little sore. Oh, you a little sore? You a little sore? You need a binky? You need a blankie? You need to go lay down, take a nap? Huh? Oh, you a little sore? Get up and go play basketball. What's wrong with you? Chat, there are people who I play basketball with in real life like friends that I've played basketball with my entire life who would literally play basketball every single day of their life for a fraction of what NBA players make. Dude, chat, if someone walked up to me right now and said, hey, McCue, I'm going to give you $100,000 a year. All you got to do is play 82 basketball games a year and go to practice. Where do I sign? And y'all, dude, there are players out there getting tens of millions of dollars complaining. Oh, dude, the season's too long. Brother, you make more money in a year than several hundred normal people combined do in their lifetime, and you play basketball. And dude, there are NBA players out there. Me and John brought up this awesome point today. John brought up this actual fantastic point. There are players out there in the NBA who ain't done nothing. Barely even an all-star. Never took their team even past the semifinals in the playoffs. Never won an MVP. Never won anything. And they're making buku guaranteed money. What a crock of garbage, bro. You're handing a contract to a dude who ain't done nothing. Never will do nothing. And you're giving him 20, 30 million a year for what? For what? Bro, hold up. Y'all ready for this? Let's see. Let's just throw the list out there, chat. I'm gonna let y'all know what players out there are making money. All right, let's go ahead. Stephen Curry is making $60 million this year. Cool. Joel Embiid, who I haven't heard anything of Joel Embiid for probably 4 years now, and he's making $55 million a year. What? Nikola Jokic deserves it. Kevin Durant. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Ooh, he's been good 10 games. Let me know when Joel Embiid takes the 76ers to a conference finals. And then we'll talk. Then we'll talk. You can get $55 million, you take your team to a conference finals. Let's be honest. What's Kevin Durant done since Golden State? Nothing. He's making $54 million. Kevin Durant couldn't do anything without Steph Curry. He making $54 million a year, bro. Kevin Durant ain't worth 50. Bro, you paying Kevin Durant $54 million for what? Ooh, because he's tall and he can score. He's a top 10 scorer of all time. That's great. What has he done in the past 10 years? Well, I'll say 8. They want, yeah, okay, cool, you score. Dude, look, hold on. After Kevin Durant left Golden State, let's break this down. He went to Brooklyn with Kyrie Irving and James Harden. They got beat by, was it Philadelphia? They either got beat by Philadelphia or Milwaukee in the playoffs. Cool. After the Suns go to the finals, he decides to go to Phoenix, team up with Devin Booker. They didn't do anything. They didn't win nothing at all on that. And now he's in Houston. Let's see. This is his first year in Houston. Oh, man, he's a top scorer of all time. He ain't won nothing. The only time he won was when he went to Golden State. He joined a 73-9 team. Like, ooh, you had the greatest shooter of all time, plus arguably the best team ever assembled of all time. Good for you, bro. I'll be honest with you, if I had to pick my favorite basketball player of all time, it's Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, I love Michael Jordan, and I'm a huge Dennis Rodman fan. I know that's like an outlier, but like I love Dennis Rodman because of how he played. He gave 100% every single game. I love Dennis Rodman. I like Shaq. I like Steph Curry. Okay, let's keep going. Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns worth $54 million. The Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Mainly because of Jalen Brunson. Let's recap. Karl Anthony Towns was on the Minnesota Timberwolves for how long, and they never did anything. Never did anything. Giannis 100% deserves that. MVP's Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, won a championship in Milwaukee. I give him that. Luka Doncic. Now, Luka did bring the Mavericks to a finals. I'll give him that. But that finals literally exposed Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is one of the best offensive players we have seen. And he's a great point guard. He can dish the ball. That's great. That dude can't guard a scarecrow. That dude is literally a cinder block on defense. He can't guard anything, dude. Check his defensive ratings in the playoffs when he went to the finals. You mean when they switch? Dude, you look it up. Boston's literal offensive scheme was to ball switch to get Luka Doncic defending ISO players on top. If you're sitting here actually arguing that Luka Doncic is a good defensive player, that's crazy. That's crazy. First of all, I looked up a actual insane stat today. When the Lakers play Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the floor at the same time, they're a plus minus 70. They're minus 70. Like, yikes. And I'm not saying that solely because of Luka. I'm not saying that solely because of LeBron. But both of them on the floor apparently isn't good for LA. But, like, dude, Luka Doncic can't play defense. He can't. Like, if you said, oh, would you trust Luka Doncic guarding the best player on the other team? Nope. Jimmy Butler, $54 million. Now, Jimmy Butler has bounced around the league a little bit. He has consistently been one of the I would trust Steph Curry guarding over Luka Doncic all day long. Hands down, I would trust Steph Curry. Steph Curry is not a great defender. I would trust him over Luka Doncic all day long. Dude, hold up.
They haven't scored yet in overtime. James, another miss. Green the rebound. James spins. Curry trying to poke it away. Head fake goes up. Shot partially blocked. James follow misses.
You're telling me Steph Curry can't play defense? He's sitting here guarding prime LeBron James.
Rebound book. Curry picks him up. James on the drive. The pull-up jumper. Side of the backboard. Here comes Curry the other way.
Dude.
James has Curry.
Don't tell me Steph Curry can't play defense.
James for three. James fires away.
How come LeBron James is pulling up a three on a guy who's 6'2" and probably weighs 100 pounds less than he is? Yeah, whoa, Nick, why is that? Why is LeBron pulling up a three against a guy who's 6'2", 190 pounds, and he's LeBron James? Why is that? Because it's either A, Steph Curry is actually playing decent defense, or LeBron James is a bad basketball player. You tell me. It's either one or the other. LeBron James didn't make good basketball decisions, or Steph Curry's playing good defense. By the way, that was 36 seconds. This video is 1:47. I'm not going to watch the whole video because we're talking about other stuff. McCue, you should try getting into hockey. I can't. I cannot get into hockey. I can't. I'll watch it, but like, I need to know like everything about the sport. I need to know all the teams, the history behind the players. Like, I don't have any room in my brain for that, dude. I really don't. Okay. Anthony Davis is getting paid $54 million a year to be the most injury-prone player in NBA history. What? Bradley Beal. Bro, Bradley Beal ain't done nothing since the Wizards. And that was how long ago? 53 million. Bradley Beal making, bro. Devin Booker, 53 million. Is he worth 53 million? Probably not. Is he good? Yeah, Devin Booker's a baller. I like Devin Booker. He's all right. I don't know about 53 million though. Jaylen Brown, 53 million on the Celtics. They won a championship and he did get Finals MVP. Jaylen Brown is good. 53 million though. LeBron James, I can see why they pay LeBron James $52 million because he draws a crowd. It's not because he's one of the best players in the league right now. Is he doing okay? Yes, but Paul George? Paul George getting 51, bro. But, hey, dude, listen. LeBron getting a 30-point triple-double is not an accomplishment anymore. The NBA is so oversaturated with offense. It is not that hard in today's NBA to get a high-point triple-double anymore. Dude, Russell Westbrook averaged like a 25-point triple-double for 3 or 4 seasons in a row. Luka Doncic dang near averages a 30-point triple-double. Jokic almost averages a 30-point triple-double for a season, dude. It's not that hard to get a 30-point triple-double anymore. I'm sorry. Like, when the NBA game, it is because they're good. No, it's because the offense has changed so much in the NBA that it is so much easier. Bro, if players were that good, then why weren't there players in the early 2000s averaging a 30-point triple-double? Why? Why weren't players in the 90s, 80s, even in the part of the 2010s? Like from 2010 to 2015, no one was averaging a triple-double. But now, oh, man, everyone. Triple-double, triple-double, triple-double. All the time, dude. Paul George does not deserve $51 million. Kawhi Leonard does not deserve $50 million. Zach LaVine does not deserve $47 million. Trae Young, $46 million. Lauri Markkanen, $46 million. Cade Cunningham deserved 46. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Cade Cunningham out here being a dog right now for Detroit. He killing it, bro. Jamal Murray, 46. Not 46. Evan Mobley makes $46 million. Chat. Okay, hold on. Let's just scroll. Let's scroll to the 50. And chat, this is yearly salary, by the way. This is a yearly salary. This isn't a contract. This is how much these players make a year. Jalen Suggs on the Orlando Magic makes $35 million a year. What are we even talking about? Chris Middleton on the Wizards, and the Wizards are a poverty franchise. $34 million a year. Huh? Emmanuel Quickley, John brought this up. Emmanuel Quickley makes $32 million a year. If you asked me before seeing this, hey, what team does Emmanuel Quickley play for? I'd be like, I don't know. The Knicks? I don't know. The Jazz? I don't know. But this dude be making $32 million a year. And I don't even know what team he plays for. Let's see here. Isaiah Hartenstein. Okay, let's just put this into more perspective, bro. Let's look up Isaiah Hartenstein. Number 60 with the highest paid player. He makes almost $29 million a year. Okay. This dude averages 10 points and 10 rebounds and 3 assists a game. $10 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Let's see. Not even a full block a game. He averages a steal, 2 turnovers. Shoots 66% from free throw line. Let's look at his last 5 games. Sunday, he played 22 minutes. He got 4 points and 5 rebounds. How much you make? $29 million a year. $29 million. Chat, I'm telling you right now, and I will stand on this till the day I die. If you gave me a full year with professional NBA basketball trainers and trained me for a full year, I'm averaging 5 points a game. I don't care what any of you say. If you give me a full year with NBA trainers and I dedicate a year of my life to be an NBA basketball player, you give me 20 minutes per game, I'm averaging 5 points a game. American Croissant, we have played Exit 8 before. If you look at my YouTube channel, I actually have gameplay of Exit 8. Yep. That game was actually a lot of fun. Plus, we played the other game. I forget what it was called. Shoot, what was it called? It's another game made by that developer. Yep. Let's see. Wow. Dude, this is just so pitiful. This is pitiful. Let's just move on. Let's see number 100. Alex Caruso. Now listen, Alex Caruso's a dog. I like Alex Caruso, but this dude averages 6 points.
At Burger King.
Shut up, Burger King ad. Hold up. Alex Caruso averages he plays about 18 minutes a game. He averages 6 points, 2 assists, and how many rebounds? 3. So 6, 3, and 2. 6, 2, and 3, whatever you want to call it. $18 million a year. $18 million a year. NBA, you're paying your players way too much. Now, should the top players get the top money? Yes. You averaging 6 points in the NBA, you getting paid $18 million? Shoot. You hand me $20 million guaranteed money, and all I got to do is get 6 points? Pfft, you think I'm going to try? That's crazy, bro. You're paying your players way too much, and they don't work for it anymore, bro. When you pay your players way too much money and you don't expect them to actually play the game that you pay them for, why would they even try anymore? There's no competitiveness, there's no drive, there's no love of the game anymore. So, Adam Silver, you can take my advice, take it to the bank, make the changes, and make the NBA great again, bro. I said it here first.